The Wise Adventures of Mr. Dudley Doolittle, A Hard Head, A Soft Behind, and The Journey to Mental Health by Reuben White. Once upon a time in the quaint town of Whimsyville, there lived a man named Mr. Dudley Doolittle. He was known far and wide for his stubbornness, an unyielding boulder in a river of change. With a head as hard as a rock and a heart that beat with the rhythm of a stubborn mule, Dudley often dismissed advice from friends, family, and even the wise old therapist who lived on the corner of Maple and Elm. The stubborn start. Dudley prided himself on his independence. "Who needs advice?" he would exclaim, puffing out his chest like a peacock. "I can handle my own problems." But as the days turned into weeks, and the weeks into months, Dudley found himself increasingly overwhelmed by the weight of his worries. His mental health began to resemble a tangled ball of yarn, with threads of anxiety and stress snaking around his thoughts. Yet, Dudley remained resolute. Ignoring the gentle nudges from his friends and the sage words of his therapist, he soldiered on, convinced that his hard-headedness was a badge of honor. Little did he know, a hard head often leads to a soft behind. The turning point. One sunny afternoon, while Dudley was tending to his garden, an explosion of colors that mirrored his vibrant personality, he felt a sharp pain in his back. "Just a little stiffness," he muttered, dismissing it like he had dismissed all the advice before. But as days passed, the pain grew, and soon it was like trying to carry a sack of potatoes on his shoulders while balancing a tightrope. Finally, after a particularly grueling day, Dudley found himself sitting on a park bench, contemplating life, the universe, and everything in between. It was there that he met a sprightly old woman named Mrs. Fiddlesticks, who had a twinkle in her eye and a laugh that could light up the darkest of days. "Why the long face, dear?" she asked, her voice as warm as fresh-baked cookies. Dudley sighed. "I'm just dealing with a lot. But I can handle it. I always have." Mrs. Fiddlesticks chuckled softly. "Ah, my dear, a hard head makes for a soft behind. Sometimes, it's okay to let others help you carry the load." The awakening. Intrigued by her words, Dudley decided to take a leap of faith. He began attending therapy sessions, where he learned that vulnerability was not a weakness, but a strength. He discovered that sharing his burdens lightened the load, much like sharing a pizza with friends makes it more delicious. As he opened up, the tangled yarn of his thoughts slowly began to unravel. Each session was like peeling an onion, layer by layer, revealing the core of his worries. He learned about mindfulness and the importance of taking breaks, much like a gardener knows when to prune the flowers to allow new growth. The transformation. With each passing day, Dudley transformed. His laughter returned, ringing through Whimsyville like the sweetest melody. He became a beacon of hope for others, sharing his journey and encouraging them to seek help when they needed it. "Listen to your heart, and don't be afraid to ask for directions," he would say, a twinkle in his eye. And as for his garden? It flourished more than ever, a testament to his newfound wisdom. Dudley learned that just like plants need sunlight and water, our minds need care and attention. Ignoring mental health was like neglecting a garden, it would only lead to weeds and despair. The legacy. Mr. Dudley Doolittle became a beloved figure in Whimsyville, not just for his vibrant garden, but for his vibrant spirit. He taught everyone that it's okay to have a hard head sometimes, but it's crucial to soften your heart and listen to those who care. In the end, Dudley's story became a cherished tale, passed down through generations. It served as a reminder that, while life may throw challenges our way, embracing help and being open to change can turn the tide. So, let us all remember, a hard head may lead to a soft behind, but a soft heart can lift us all. The moral. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is to admit you need help. Listen to the wisdom of others, and don't let your stubbornness stand in the way of your happiness.